Good morning, Cypress Village, and welcome to Cypress Village Virtual Coffee Chat. Today is May 28th, and I hope everybody's doing well so far. It's going to be a little warm out there today, and some showers expected, but it looks like we have one more opportunity for a little cool, dry weather before the summer heat settles in. So we're going to kick it off today with myself, just welcoming everybody to Coffee Chat, but also just letting everybody know that we really appreciate everybody's patience and determination and understanding as we continue to work through the last 16 months, which has been very, very difficult. But I think overall, as a community, we weathered well, and as a family, we weathered well as well. So again, a big thank you and shout out to all of you residents for hanging in there with us. I'm just going to roll into Phase 3B, which is going to be effective in a few days. Effective June 1st, which was in the last newsletter. All the details relative to 3B are in there. But I will touch on the highlights in case you missed the newsletter. The biggest and most important highlight is the visitation. We are going to be open back for visitors, whether they be friends or families of your friends or family members of yours. They are going to be allowed to come visit you here at Cypress Village, not only in your apartment, but also in the common areas and dining venues. If you do decide to dine with one of your friends or family members, please, we do recommend a reservation if it's going to be in the main dining rooms. But we also will have Middleton's reopened, which is another, big, important step that we're going to be making as of June 1st. So recommendation to make reservations. If not, we will still accommodate you the best we can. And of course, in the Loon's Nest, you do not need a reservation. We are asking in Phase 3B that you just invite a maximum of 2 people at this time. If there is an extenuating circumstance where you have family traveling from out of town to come visit and it goes beyond that, we will do everything we can to accommodate you, but please email me and Tyler Ramos directly so he can set up special arrangements relative to that situation. But we're almost there. We're getting very, very close. One other item in 3B that I think will make everybody happy. We are going to discontinue the mandated rapid tests upon entry as of June 1st as well. So we are still going to recommend and highly recommend that your family members or visitors wear masks while in the common areas. Again, if they're in your apartment or your house, they're free to do whatever they would like, but we are going to continue to strongly recommend masks in the common areas. And everyone will still have to screen and sign in at the concierge desk. So I think that's big and exciting news. A huge step for us, looking back over the last 15 months. So I'm glad we are getting to that point. Also, effective June 1st has nothing to do with 3B, but Cypress Village is going to go paperless with regards to major publications. Newsletters primarily, which are typically 8 to 12 pages long. They're in color. They're extremely cumbersome for the copiers as well as the staff to produce. And there's also a major waste factor there that we feel going paperless will be the betterment for many reasons relative to us operationally, but also financially here at the community. Please, for those residents that are reliant upon the paper and do not use their smart devices or computers for this information, we are not going to leave you out. We are going to accommodate you some way, somehow. One way we're going to do that is through putting out printed materials at the concierge desk or near the concierge desk, or in a very, very highly trafficked area. We have not determined our final decision yet, but we do know they'll be at the concierge desk. And those of you that do not come to the towers that may be in houses, we will figure out a way to deliver those to you personally as well. But we really, really feel that printing 800 700 copies, half if not more are going in the trash or sitting in the boxes, is not a good use of our community funds. And it takes a lot of time. Copiers get broken down, loss of productivity. There's a lot of behind the scenes issues with that, and we are in the 21st century, so let's try and embrace the paperless movement. And as I said, any other residents that are not advocates of that, we will figure out a way to get you your copy of the news. If you do have a request that is going to be paper, not paperless, please send that to Laurel Mundell, and she will put you on a list, a master list, whereby we can get that information to you and via paper. So a lot of things coming up. Stay tuned for all the directors and updates, and I'll see everybody for a quick COVID update as well as happy birthdays. Have a good one. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Cypress Village. I haven't been in the camera for a long time. I see you all the time, so it's just a quick reminder. This coming Monday, Memorial Day, it's the 31st. Housekeeping service, the housekeepers are not going to be providing service. They're going to be off, being with their family. We'll still have service and memory care and assisted living. My public areas are going to be here taking care of trash and dumpsters. So please, that's a reminder. We'll try to make it up, but housekeeping service is not going to be here this coming Monday, the 31st. Thank you, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee Chat. Updates from the maintenance department. As you know, last Saturday night we had a sprinkler head break in assisted living. So please be careful if you're putting anything on the top shelves of your closets. There is a sprinkler head that comes down, and if you hit that glass ampule, you are going to flood your apartment as well as all the apartments below you. So please be very careful when you're working around or putting stuff around those sprinkler heads in the top of the closets of your apartment. Fans are going to be in for probably at least another couple days, depending on how long it takes it to dry out. We have no control over that. They come in every day, they take moisture readings, and that determines on how long the fans are going to be there. So the estimate is Friday, but if it takes longer, I just can't do anything about that. The croquet court, checked it out this morning. It's looking really nice, coming in well. Most of the algae and surface mold or whatever was growing on the top is gone, and a lot of good grass is growing in. We look like we're on schedule to be back towards the end of July for it to look perfect and pristine again. The last thing is Memorial Day. The maintenance department is closed. All emergency work orders like no AC, major water leak or anything like that get called into security of the concierge. I do have people on call, so if there is an emergency, we will be able to take care of it. Have a great weekend, everybody.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen of Cypress Village. My name is Nick, the Administrative Services Director here at Cypress Village. And I have a couple things to go over today, a couple updates. Though number one being that we have fixed the cabling issue in the hallways for the community, the building Wi-Fi. So I know that there's been people out there that have been experiencing issues with connectivity and things like that. That should be fixed. We are also adding some extra power supplies to some of these networking devices to boost the power too. The second thing I wanted to go over was just a little refresher on all the different ways of communication that we have here and the abilities that are free to you. The number one being the app. I'm going to go over a little bit refresher on the app. So if you have a smart device like this, we're going to go over and show you how to enter in a work order, what's included, the menu, things like that. It is available on the App Store and Google Play, and it is free of charge. It's included. It's a great way to get communications and being able to track work orders, so we're going to show you that right now. So to start, we're going to open the App Store. I'm doing this on an Apple device, so it'll be a little bit different on an Android device, but it'll just be Google Play instead of App Store. You're going to hit the App Store, you're going to type in Cypress Village up here in the search bar, and you're going to see our Irish knot right here. You're going to hit download. Mine's already downloaded, so I don't need to do that. And you're going to see this screen. So this is what the opening page looks like. You got a lot of different tabs here with some different information. You can get the community updates. Wow, I got a lot of notifications coming up. You get the community updates. You got the newsletter archive. So if I wanted to read a newsletter from last year or something like that, you'll see August 2020 right here. You can hit on that, and then you got the newsletter. And this is how you flip through the pages. All right, so let's check out a few other different things. You have the guest suites. You can book a guest suite right here. You have Cypress Valor, so you can nominate one of our employees for outstanding service. You have all the coffee chats, COVID-19 information, and hurricane season information, which will be updated shortly. So say you want to enter a work order. You would go to work orders right here, hit this square, and go to maintenance. Now you can do housekeeping as well, or you can enter a trip slip. So let's go to maintenance right now. I'm going to type in my name. And most importantly, the email address. Now the email address is important because that allows us to put you in our system, our TELS system, which is our work order system. And anytime the work order is touched, you're going to get a notification of where it's at. So you don't need to keep calling, Jennifer over at the maintenance shop asking, what's going on. You'll know every time it's been touched. Then you'll enter your address, your phone number, describe the issue in detail. Permission to enter is extremely important. Area affected. So if I hit area affected, you got all master bedroom, laundry room, guest bedroom, dining room, all other stuff. And you even have the option to take a picture and send that with the work order as well. Now you'll get an email that it's been sent, and then, like I said, every time it gets touched, you will be notified. You also have the staff directory right here. So you have all these different departments: dining room, community life services, IHS, IT assistants, resident services, security, all sorts of different departments that you can have instant access to. Go back over here, and then you have just basic information about our community. So that's just some of the things you can do with the app. I do encourage you to go download it. Right now we have about 2,000 downloads, which is fantastic. So just download it and just go dive through it. You'll find all the information that we have to offer. Hope everyone has a great weekend, great Memorial Day, and I will see you around the village. Thank you.
Good morning, Cypress Village, and happy Friday. It is Katie here from the Activities Department, here with a few updates for the upcoming week. First, I just want to touch base and give everyone an overview of the happenings that we have scheduled for Memorial Day, which is this Monday, May 31st. At sunrise around 6:30 a.m., our Veterans Committee Chair, Bill Worth, is going to go out to the main parking lot and take the flag down to half staff per the flag protocols. And while you all are not asked to attend that, I just wanted to give you a heads up. And then following that, at noon, 12 p.m., Bill Worth, as well as any residents that would like to attend, are going to be out in the main parking lot to bring that flag back up to full staff. And Bill has also prepared a little information on Memorial Day that we will give out to all the residents. And we also have a couple of songs planned. So we'll pass out some lyrics for those songs and do a little flag ceremony. So that will be at noon on Monday. So please join us for that if you're interested. Also at noon and at 5 p.m. on Monday, Memorial Day, we will be playing on channel 266 a specially prepared Memorial Day video from the Veterans Committee in Cypress Village. So please check that out as well. And our final happening for Memorial Day is a social that we will be having in Egret Hall from 2:30 to 4. Sign up is required for that. If you did not get on the list, You are welcome to stop down by Egret Hall, maybe around 3 or 3:15, and see if any chairs or spaces have opened. We'll be happy to get you in. But during that social, we will also be playing that video that was prepared by Mike Booten and the Veterans Committee. And we will also have some refreshments, wine, beer, etc., and allow all of you all to visit together to honor that holiday. So please join us for that if you are on the list and or interested. And then moving into next week, it is already June. We are working right now to go ahead and finalize the June calendar and newsletter. We are still going to distribute those via paper for the month of June. That Coffee Chat goes out on Friday, so you all should already have a copy of the calendar and newsletter in your boxes. If you don't, you can of course stop by the activities office or the community life board located between the business office and the train lobby to grab a copy. But please browse through that and see if there's anything you're interested in attending. We've got a ton of really fun upcoming outings that we're super excited about. We're going to be going to the Brumos Car Museum. We're making our return to Friday Musicale for their orchestra concert. We're going to the Alhambra Dinner Theater. There's a ton of really fun outings coming. So make sure you are looking through the calendar and the newsletter and signing up for those. And we've also got some really fun on-site events coming. We've got a movie night on the calendar, as well as a ton of other different things. So let us know what you like to see. Let us know what you'd like to see more of, and we will be sure to incorporate those in the calendars moving forward. And then last, I just wanted to touch base on the printables update. So just to review, we are going to make a pretty big effort to go paperless here at Cypress Village for a multitude of reasons. And I just want to touch base on how that will affect the Community Life Services or Activities Department. So for the month of June, which we are going to be distributing all of that information before the month begins, you will still get paper copies of the calendar, newsletter, sign-up form, weekly update, etc. However, beginning June 1st, we are going paperless. So you can expect to receive the activities weekly update, the dailies, etc., all via email. However, if you would like a paper copy of anything that we distribute paperlessly moving forward, we are going to make sure there are available copies on the Community Life board in between the business office and the train lobby, so you can stop by there and grab a copy. If for some reason there's not a copy of what you're looking for there, you're welcome to stop by the activities office. We will either have a copy for you or we can easily print one out. And if for some reason no one is in the activities office, we will make sure that the concierge has copies of all of our documents available to print off should a resident request that. So please just bear with us as we kind of transition to this paperless system. I think ultimately it's going to work out fine. There will still be paper copies of everything available and easy to grab. You can check it out, all of our documents out on the app, as well as your email. If you have any questions, stop by the activities office, reach out to myself, Tiffany, or our newest member of the team, Christine Platt, who has made her return to Cypress Village after 3 long years. We've missed her and we are so happy to have her back. And with that, I am going to give her just a moment to introduce herself to you all. And I hope you all will stop by and give her a big welcome back to the community. Thank you all and hope you have a great weekend.
Hello, Cypress Village. I am Christine Platt. Some of you may recognize my face as a little familiar. I was with Activities with Katie and Victoria about 3 years ago, and I'm back, yay! I am so happy to be back serving you all and get to meet the new residents I haven't seen as well. My husband's in the Navy, so that's where I went the last 3 years. I was in Illinois. He was finishing out his service, of 22 years. He retires this month. So all you folks that serve the military, come talk to me. We have a lot to talk about. But thank you for having me back, and I'll see you around.
I'm back. I just wanted to give you all a little peek of the Community Life Board. This is a work in progress, so bear with us, but this is where you will be able to find paper copies of any of the documents that we email out or distribute to the residents. You can stop by here, grab a calendar, a newsletter, weekly updates, puzzles, trivia, whatever it might be. This is the place to come to grab your paper copies from the activities department if you would like a paper copy. If not, you can just check out the app or your email.
I say again, better men than you have tried. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Loon's Nest Bar Grill on this beautiful Friday morning. We have coming at you for my final burger of the week as sous chef here at Cypress Village, a teriyaki mushroom burger. Starting off with our 100% all beef patty topped with a nice melted Swiss cheese, a sesame and soy roasted mushroom with caramelized onions, lettuce, all served on top of a Kaiser roll. Everyone have a good one. Why does not everyone just wait until I film it? God.
Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Happy Friday. Today I have a lot of announcements to go over. Obviously, Tuesday we have Phase 3B beginning, which for us, the big news for that is Middleton's is reopening again. But also with Middleton's reopening, we have all of the previous policies that were in place now coming back once again to the dining room. So in your Friday update, you're going to receive all of those policies, and I'll just touch on them a little bit today. So some of the things you're going to be seeing are the Middleton's and 4600 East meal times, signing in procedures, and seating information. So I understand many of you residents have not been to Middleton since you've been here, but the procedure basically for either Middleton's or 4600 when coming in the dining room is everyone must check in at the podium, regardless of where you're dining in. So for those of you coming to Middleton's, since it's going to be a brand new experience, you check in at Middleton's, let them know who you are, let them know, my name is Mr. Rivers, signing in for a table for Middleton's for one, and they will give you a reserve sign that you can place out on your table, because obviously when you get up to help yourself to the soup, salad, entree bars, you want to make sure that no one sits at your table. So you want to place that reserve sign down, help yourself. There'll be servers to help you with beverages and clearing plates. And then once you vacate your table, we just ask that you take that reserve sign and just turn it over on its side. That lets us know that it's time to clear the table for the next resident. Now there may be a time where there is a wait in Middleton's, depending on how many people come down at one time. There are no reservations for Middleton's. It's first come, first serve. So once you sign at the podium, the hostess will let you know if there's a table available, and they will direct you towards the table. They won't necessarily seat you at your table. They'll say, there's the table over there close to the elevator. Feel free, help yourself, and go from there. 4600, same procedure as now, signing at the podium. Reservations for 4600 will still be optional, but encouraged. So nothing really changed about the process for 4600. We do have the meal delivery charges will be implemented in this Phase 3B. So there is a sheet about the information about meal delivery and pickups. Pickups will be complimentary. So if you do want your meal for lunch or dinner, you can call in and let the voicemail or the person on the other end know that you want to pick up your meal. And the times for those pickup meals are listed on the paper as well as the location of where to pick up your meal. So on the entree bar at Middleton's where the Schaefer's are, there's a table behind it, right underneath where it says Middleton's on the wall. That's the location where you'd be picking up your meals. So again, look for that information. It's going to have times of when to call in, what numbers to call, etc. So one change about Phase 3B when it comes to delivery is the Loon's Nest. We will not be doing deliveries from the Loon's Nest, same way as we did not do deliveries prior to COVID. We only did them during COVID. So that will be a change for the Loon's Nest. You can still come pick up your meal from the Loon's Nest via the Sandpiper. And then once the Sandpiper closes, you can order from one of the bartenders and either have a cocktail or just hang out and wait until your meal's ready. The next bit of information is about the dress code. So very, very important. I would like everybody to be sure to read this. There's a lot of information on the dress code pertaining to both Middleton's and 4600 East, and there's different dress codes for both lunch and dinner, as well as a variation on Sunday that you'll need to be aware of. Also, the dress code is for residents and guests. 18 years of older or older. So if you have a guest who's under the age of 18, the dress code does not apply to them, but we still ask that they dress appropriately for the dining room. So please make yourself aware of the dress code. I know the dress code is a huge point of contention and a hot topic out there for a lot of residents, but the current dress code is what it is. So I'd ask that everybody just make yourself aware of it, make your guests aware of it. When you come to the dining room, just please be dressed appropriately. And if the hostess asks you to put a jacket on, if you're coming to 4600 for an example, they're just doing their job. So don't get mad at them. If anything, get mad at me. But just make sure you review the dress code information. Another policy that I'd like to make everybody aware of that we have not been implementing in the past 16 months, but was a policy prior to COVID, is the food and drink takeout policy. So basically the policy is dining services will provide one to-go box for the uneaten portion of your meal. So if there's anything left over in your plate from your entrees or dessert, you'll get that box to box up anything that you have left over. Residents cannot bring in their own Tupperware, their own plastic bags, any other form of having food transported out of the dining room. The one box provided is the only box that you will get. And there is more information there, like I said, about it. There's what happens if residents violate that policy, etc. But I hope to never have to get into that. So just make yourself aware of that and everything else I just talked about. So again, a lot of information that's going to come out, but it's all very relevant and very important. And I just want all of us to be on the same page when we go to this next phase of reopening. And the last thing I have is the new 4600 East menu, which will begin on Monday, May 31st. You'll be receiving that as well. There's a lot of nice changes in that. We had around the dining table this week, and I reviewed the menu with the residents that were at that meeting. Everybody seemed very excited about it. We've got some new and interesting items on there that I think you all will enjoy. And the one piece about the new menu that will be different than previous weeks is the duration. So in the dining committee meeting, we brought up the topic of extending the menu instead of 3 weeks to 4 weeks. And everybody was in agreement that 4 weeks seems like a suitable time frame for the menu. There are some who said they didn't get a chance to try as much as they wanted to in those 3 weeks, or wanted to try more in those 3 weeks and just didn't have enough time. So we're going to try the 4 weeks out and see how that goes. So this next menu will run from May 31st to June 28th. And then the next menu cycle will come out on June 29th. So look forward to that. Once it comes out, let me know what you think about the new menu. And then shortly after the 4600 menu comes out, I'll be rolling out working on the Loon's Nest summer menu. So I'm already about halfway done with that. So if anybody has any suggestions, shoot them over to me. I'd love to have them. Other than that, have a happy Friday and a great weekend.
All right, I'm back, and I did have a couple updates that I forgot to mention earlier. So before I delve into COVID and happy birthdays, I did want to mention a couple things. I had several residents this week stop me and let me know that their laundry had been delayed for an extended period of time, upwards of a week. And I had several come to me with that, so that was obviously a widespread issue, I would assume. With that, I just wanted to let everybody know that has their laundry done by our staff. We did have one of the machines go down, which we did not communicate effectively last week, so I do apologize. So there will be a delay in the laundry for this week. We have confirmation from the manufacturer that the part will be here next week, so our machines should be up and running early next week, and we should be back on a normal schedule next week as well. So I do apologize for the delay in getting your laundry to you as timely as we typically do, but after looking into the matter, there was obviously a reason why that happened, but we should have it buttoned up and remedied early next week and back to normal. So again, thank you for your patience there. Memorial Day, Monday, is that the 31st? Yes, Monday the 31st. All administrative offices will be closed. So if you have any emergency situation that arises, your first call will be to security. Your follow-up call or secondary call will be to the concierge desk. They will be here, and we will have managers on call as well. But just an FYI, offices will be closed on Memorial Day. And I just had one other item I wanted to touch base on. I do get emails and voicemails and text messages about lack of response. I just want from managers and directors such as myself, I do just want to reiterate the policy to residents as to what the expectation is in responding to either an email, a voicemail, or a text message. During the work week, the expectation is that they reply within 24 hours. So if it's on a Monday, you should have a call back either by the end of the day Monday or by that same time Tuesday. Please understand, as mentioned in previous coffee chats, there are a lot of managers or directors that are not in their office. They're either doing other tasks or participating in other items that are needed throughout the community. So if they are not here, please understand that they're not avoiding your call. They will get to your call and they will return it within 24 hours. If it's on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, it's going to be the following business day, which would be Monday. So as many of you know that reach out to me, I'm available 7 days a week. It may not be, within the hour or within a couple hours, but I will always reply. If I never do reply timely, it may have hit my junk file or my junk box. Please resend it and you will get a timely response from me. But again, go through the channels that exist departmentally, and we will continue to do the best we can to reply to you as timely as possible. I'll roll into COVID now, and that's going to be very short and sweet, knock on wood. We have 0 confirmed cases, residents and staff, so that is fantastic news. And as I looked at the website for the state of Florida, we're seeing great trends. Just 30 days ago, we were averaging in the 5,000 to 6,000 new cases per day. If you look at the last week, the trend is in the 1,500 to 2,000 range. So within the last 30 days, confirmed cases have dropped over 50%. So that is great news. So hope to continue to see that trend. And one other item I wanted to mention, I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but we did have a vaccination clinic, and we invited all of our employees that had not had the shot or shots previously. We made another opportunity for them as well as their family members to get the shot. And we did very, very well with improving the vaccination rate for our employees. We do not have the final counts, or I do not have the final count here with me prior to filming this, but I can tell you, I feel very confident saying that it's in the 60% to 70% range of vaccinated employees. So that, along with 90+% of residents, we're in real good shape related to herd immunity percentages. So that is great news. I feel very, very good about that, and very, very happy that we had such good turnout with our employees that did not confirm or have the vaccination that we were aware of here. So all good news on the COVID front. Last but not least, birthdays. We have got, I think we have 2 birthdays today. I know I said who they were last week, but I like to at least wish them a happy birthday today. We've got Miss Janet Taft, a new resident. Janet, happy birthday. Peter Forster and Lem Javier. Lem, happy birthday to you on the 30th. And Peter Forster is today as well. So on to June birthdays. We're going to kick it off with June Denigris. She's on the 1st. Martin Griffith. Marty, happy birthday to you. He's on the 1st as well. And Gerald McDaniel's on the 1st. On the 2nd, we've got Ralph Sawyer. Bill Holder. Bill, happy birthday to you, buddy. And those are the 2 birthdays on the 2nd. On the 3rd, we've got 3. We've got Vaso Maniitis, Jen Fouts, and Marie Smith. Happy birthday to you 3 ladies. And on the 4th, we've got Edwina Gear. Happy birthday, Miss Gear. And Cindy Teague. Happy birthday to you 2 ladies. So get out and say hello to these residents, and hopefully the birthday fairy from Cypress Village will visit each of you throughout the week. But thank you for joining us today, and have a great weekend.
I have coming to you for my last burger of the week as a sous chef here at Cypress Village, a teriyaki mushroom burger. So we have our all.
Hey, he's doing a video. You gotta.
It's all good. Get what you need. It's okay. Get what you need. Residents come first, man. Residents come first.
Oh, I should have shaved. Can I pull a Nick and go to the salon?
Oh, what a day. We gotta start our meditation. House plants for the culture community.
8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 9.
You gotta give me like 3, 2, 1. The cue.
Get the golf clubs in the shot? Okay, good. Good. Yeah.
Coast Guard.
You gotta go.
Ready, friend?
Keep. No,
Quality sleep is life-changing sleep.
no, left. No, your other left. No, you're right. No, you're right.
Special edition smart bed, $17.99, only for limited.
There it is.